All right, so we're going to start today and we're going to continue with the theme of the snowman, but now we're going to start throwing some Christmas elements and things into it. So we'll be kind of thinking out our little scene here. And let's see, let's go ahead and start it back. Let's kind of just put a mark in here. So this is going to be kind of where I start the snowman. And again, we're kind of going for a Christmas look here. And your snowman, of course, is made of somewhat round shapes. I'm not going to say they're circles because they can be a little wobbly, little out of shape, like they're handmade, which they normally are. All right, so there's the first circle there, and here's our second circle. And then we come in and bring in the head with the third circle. Now we're kind of wanting a Christmas scene here. And so maybe we go ahead and start roughing in a scarf for our snowman. Like he's bundled up for the winter. And then maybe this time, instead of a regular snowman's cap, we go ahead and put on the fuzzy Christmas hat. And so with the scarf here, we'll let it kind of do its thing and be wrapped around. All right, and then for the eyes, we'll have the circles again. If we think about Lake Cole, put the nose in, and then have our snowman smiling. All right. So, snowman, oversized sort of Christmas hat here, kind of on his head. And now we start thinking about, okay, what kind of scenery do we want for this? Well, first of all, what we can do is have our snowman have an arm down this time. And maybe we go ahead and show a bag of gifts or something that's sitting here. Kind of make it look kind of rough and tumble to sort of match our snowman here. All right. And then we start kind of outlining some shapes and things, like maybe there's some stuff in here. All right, we'll come back to that. All right. And this will help with shading and stuff as I get ready to work with that. And then over here, let's think about what I kind of want to go on back here. So we'll go ahead and have this arm down like the other one. And kind of make it look like twigs. And then go through and start thinking about maybe we get some type of tree kind of going on in the background of our snowman. And so we kind of have a outdoor naturalistic sort of Christmas tree. And it's going to flare on out behind him. Same here. All right. And so there's our start of our Christmas tree. All right, so I go through and start cleaning up what things are going to kind of look like here. All right, so there's the bag. All right, here's the snowman. Kind of get him outlined away here. All right, we've got the scarf. All right, and go ahead and get the hat worked out here. All right, the base. All right, scarf, put some details in it so it looks maybe like a plaid scarf or something. All right. Now I think with this bag, I'm gonna come through and go ahead and take this out. All right, and then show some different, maybe try to get some different textures in here. All right, so there's the tree there, and then maybe go ahead and put a smaller one back behind it. And then we can kind of show one kind of back here as well. Have that a bit further back. All right, so this is our Christmas snowman. And so I would come through next and start getting this worked out with some markers and some ink. All right. So let's go ahead and get our foreground type stuff done first. All right, so just going over with this. This is using a brush tip pen. All right, so I get a little bit more flexible line work here. Kind of let the line work vary a little bit. All right, I know that my little snowbank here is going to come under the snowman. All right. So go through and just kind of catch the edges of that stuff. Now that's one thing about the coming back over it with a pen, or in this case the brush pen. Sometimes you can lose some of the feeling that you get from the pencil. So sometimes when I do this, I'll go ahead and just leave the pencil under it. Kind of keep some of that feeling in place. All right. Kind of fill those little areas in. All right, so here's these. All right, so most of our snowman is done here. All right, and I've got him kind of dressed up like he's ready for Christmas now. All right, now our trees come through and be a little bit more loose with them with this than I was with the pencil, because I can come back later and put more detail into it with some of the other pens and things that I have. Right, and starting to get that sort of layered effect to it. See if I can kind of get these to do the same thing here. All right, so I'm just letting them kind of do their thing and try to get the branches and stuff in. Of course, this is a bigger one, so it's going to spread out some more. All right, now come back with put another pin and put some more detailing and stuff into it with a finer line. And the same thing for this one. Now, one thing about drawing them and having them kind of layered like this is you can go back and kind of put some snow on them if you need to. Right. So there's the pin. There's the pin work to get all that wrapped up. All right. And so I'm just going to use a regular ballpoint pen here and come through and just getting some of the lines and things kind of in these. All right. Same thing for some of these bigger ones now. Try to make sure not to lose the arm in here. All right, so now I've got some of the line work done here. All right, and what I'll need to do is come back with yet one more level of pen and ink as far as getting a thicker pen. All right, just kind of filling this in some. So I get the underneath portions and pick a side where I might have some shadows and stuff and kind of make that a little more robust with the line work. All right. And come into my trees and get some shadows and things kind of put into them. All right, so just trying to get some more interest built in here. All right. And so this is our Christmas version of a snowman with just a very simple sort of landscape here around it. And then if I wanted to kind of get some other stuff going, I could probably come in here with a different pen. Maybe put in like a tree stump type thing, like somebody's already been to collect their Christmas tree from this area. Just very lightly put some pen work in here. Basically just building up texture. All right, and just like the rest of it, I get like a thicker pen here. All right, and just kind of go through and show some of that. All right. So there's a Christmas snowman, kind of dressed and ready to go with some evergreens behind it that could potentially become Christmas trees or something like that. So hopefully this process has been helpful for you, and hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back soon.